Alright guys, I said I'd do a video on my new figure 8 puffer fish. As you can see, there he is right there. I'm going to try to hold this as steady as possible since he is moving around quite a bit. But he's actually pretty big. He's bigger than the last one I had, and the last one I had him for over a year. And I bought this guy 3 days ago. I'm lucky in the fact that I have a local fish store that's not a chain. It's run by a lady, and she loves figure 8 puffers. So she has one of her own, and she gets them in all the time. And when she gets them in, she gets them, and they are already acclimated to saltwater. So all I gotta do is bring them home, put them right in my saltwater tank, and I don't have to worry about acclimating him or anything like that. And since he is so big, which was good, none of my other fish, like this clownfish there that just went in there, he's kind of a jerk. That one there, he's a jerk. He likes to pick on people, but nobody's messed with the figure 8 yet. So I don't have too many fish in here. I actually do have a molly, if he would stop moving. Mollies can actually go in salt water too, if you acclimate them right. He's moving around too much. If you acclimate them right, they can go into salt water. They're good for eating algae, which I'm having a little bit of algae problem. It's definitely getting better. I got a lawnmower, and he is tearing up the algae. He is getting all of it. So I have a few little corals. Some of my secrets. So like this guy right here, let's see if it'll focus on it. That guy right there, I got him. I think were trying to sell him originally for like $49. I got him for, I think it was $3. So this is what I do, and there's the lawnmower there. He's coming out to eat. There's the figure 8. They're so pretty. I like how they just come up to the camera, and he's really happy because his belly's not black. Earlier, before I fed him, his belly had a couple of black spots on him. He wasn't too happy. But then I fed him, and now he's happy. So all my corals, there's a few right there, they're not open. That guy, there's some kind of tucked back there. I don't know if you can see them, but this one, let me see if I can show you. Oop. This one right here, I got him for, I believe it was 50 cents, and he was brown. He was literally all brown, like he was browning out, he was gonna die. Now he's getting some color. If you look at him real close, he's starting to get some blue to him. Pretty cool. So my secret is, I got that guy today. It is a, God, what was it? Green leather polyp something or another. You gotta forgive me, I always forget the names. I got him at Petco. They, for some reason, the closest Petco to me, they get all their frags in on Wednesday morning, and usually by Friday they're all dead. So this guy here actually lasted 2 weeks, and I got him for 50% off. They wanted $20, I think. I ended up getting him for under $10. So I just put him in there. That's why he has these little polyps that pop out. He's pretty cool looking. So my secret is, I don't ever pay full price for corals. There's a bubble coral there. That guy was starting to, he was a lot bigger, and I guess he started to shrink, and the store was worried that he was dying. I've had him in here for 2-3 months now, and he's actually getting bigger. So that's what I do. I go to these stores and I find the corals that are not doing well. and then I talk to the manager. The local Petco, I know the manager really well just from going in there so much. When he gets corals in on Wednesday, I go Wednesday afternoon, and any of them that when they show up, you know, obviously they're going to have some that are dead on arrival, but they'll have some that show up that literally he knows they're not going to make it. So he'll either, if there's a chance of them making it, then obviously I got to pay something for them. But there's times where he'll, if the odds of it not making it are pretty high, he'll just give it to me instead of throwing it away. And I'll bring it home, I'll throw it in the tank, and if it's free and it lives, I just got a free, you know, it could be anywhere from $10 to $60 coral. If it dies, oh well, it was going to die in the store anyways. So the discounted ones, you know, I've paid $3 for $69 corals, and they don't always live, but at least I'm only paying $3 rather than paying $69 and it dying on me. So that's what I do as a good little trick. Get in with one of these pet stores, Petco, things like that. They can discount corals. They can discount fish that don't look too good. I got a buddy that went into a Petco and saw two blue tangs that had ick really, really bad, and I think they were asking $89 a piece for them. He talked to the manager. If you talk to them real nice, most of them that know about fish know that that fish doesn't have a chance of living in their system. So they marked it down, and he got both of those tangs for $10 each. And he took them home, he freshwater dipped them, he isolated them in a quarantine tank, and both of those, it took a lot of work, but both of those tangs lived. So he got, you know, over $160 worth of fish for 20 bucks. So if you're willing to put the time into it, you're willing to talk to people, you're willing to look for the corals that need a little bit of work, and just take a chance on them, then I would say out of every 10 that I get, at least 2 or 3 live. So it's not a bad thing. I'm not throwing out 60, 70, you know, even $40 at a time. I go to Petco and I spend $10 and walk out with 3 corals, and 2 of them might die, yeah, but 1 of them will live. So, good little trick. Hit up your local stores. The local fish store where I got him from, she won't do that because she actually knows how to take care of all of her stuff. But she does have good deals. She has little $10 frags that you can get. So if there's something that I really want and I don't want to, you know, keep trying to find it, then I'll go to her and get one for $10 that I know is really, really healthy, that I can probably make live. This tank hasn't been running that long. That's why there's not corals galore everywhere. But give it some time. Saltwater is one of those things. It takes a while. God, something about the figure 8 puffers. They're my favorite fish. Out of every fish I've ever owned, they're my favorite. So, he loves the camera, obviously. This is the first time he's been on camera, but he is not shy about it. Not shy at all. So yeah, that's that. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of all my stuff to maintain this little saltwater tank, and it's quite a bit. So I have all these over here. These are chemicals. Some of them I do once a week. Some of them I do every 2 days. Like a lot of these here, these bigger ones here, are for the corals. So since I buy the corals that are not doing too well, these here really, really help them bounce back. With, you know, if I were to just buy it and throw it in there and it's not doing too good, the odds decrease of it living without these. These help a lot. Some of this is just food. I got coral food. I got additives for the coral. These are like amino acids and stuff like that that help the corals and stuff. So I got, that's all saltwater stuff. In this tower is a mix of extra saltwater and freshwater stuff. And then down over here, I have some more saltwater stuff. I have my salt. I have these, which I believe I bought these at Lowe's or Home Depot. And they are amazing. They are leak detect, they're water detectors basically. So these two little metal things on the bottom, when they come in contact with water, let me see, they make that noise. So basically when any two things touch them, they make that noise. It's a handy little thing to have, especially if you have a sump on your tank like I do. If you ever have a little leak, they've saved me at least twice so far. Even in the middle of the night, it'll wake me up and I'll know that there's a little drip or something, and I can fix it before it turns into a huge problem. I have all my, people call them turkey basters. I actually bought these from a fish store. They're all different lengths. I use them for different things, for putting hydrogen peroxide on the algae, things like that. These, I actually pick these up. I pick them up quite often from Walmart, or I live in Texas, so we have HEB. Any place with a pharmacy has these. These are dosing syringes for giving kids medicine, and I use them a lot. Like this one here, and I always mark them so that I'm not mixing them. This one's when I do reef-roids. This is what I use for that. This is for coral dip. When I get a new coral in, I always dip it, make sure to kill anything that might be on it that I don't want on it. And this works really well so that I can get into certain spots if I see something that I want to make sure I can get off there. I use one of these, so they come in handy. I pick up a couple, you know, once a month. I'll go to the pharmacy, and they're free. Last time I got all of these at one time, they gave me 4 of them at once for free. So they're a handy little thing. You can use them for all kinds of stuff. You can use them for measuring medicine, to measuring food amounts. They go up to 10 mils. They have a 5 mil. I haven't been able to find anything. Let me see if I can focus on it. I haven't been able to find anything over a 10 mil. I wish they had like a 20. That would be great. But so I have those. I have extra. Got some carbon. I got some zeolite crystals. I was thinking about trying to make a, because they have the Zeovit system now where you buy the Zeovit reactor and you pump it and all that good stuff. I was thinking about making a DIY version. If y'all are interested in that, let me know in the comments below, and because I have a little design set up, and I'll make one and test it for you, let you know how it works, see if it has any effect or anything. And that's basically it. I mean, I got stuff everywhere for fish tanks, but that is my beginner saltwater tank. This is my first saltwater tank ever, so I'm still learning as I go. It's fun. It is a learning process. I've definitely learned I cannot keep stony corals whatsoever. SPS, or soft polyp stony, I don't know what it stands for, but The softer corals, the ones with the polyps and stuff, I'm able to keep those. Those tend to stay alive for me very easily. I actually drilled this tank because I do have a sump underneath here. It's hard to see, but I have some algae in there. It is, what is it called again? It's the good kind of algae that you want. It's for like a refugium, and there's not enough in there to control the algae, but it's growing. So I got I actually got 2 little protein skimmers because there's not a lot of room down there. So I got 2 little protein skimmers and heaters and, you know, return pumps and all that good stuff like that. So I'm definitely looking to upgrade. I know right now Petco is having they're having a $1 per gallon sale on, I think, everything up to a 40 gallon. Once you go above a 40 gallon, then it's like 50% off or something. And I was asking the guy, so the 75 gallon comes out to like $80, so it's still almost $1 a gallon. So I'm thinking about getting one of those. My biggest thing is just the room for it. So, but I'll probably buy one while it's on sale and figure out how I can set it up and make this venture a little bigger, because it is definitely enjoyable. So if you have any questions about this, or like I said, if you want me to build the DIY Zeovit reactor and test it out, see how it works for y'all, let me know in the comments below and I'll do that for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you have anything that you want to see or any questions, feel free to ask down in the comment section. Like I said, if there's anything that you might want to see or know about, let me know and I'll try to make a video for you. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys on the next one.